Imagine a world in which 4 celestial creatures are in charge of the fate of the entire planet and are waiting for a unique group of 144,000 people. What if any of them were you? We explore one of the most fascinating and hotly contested riddles of the Book of Revelation in today's video. Who are the 144,000 people referenced in the Apocalypse, and why are they so crucial to the end of the world? This is not just another commentary on the Bible on video. It's a fascinating trip through the scriptures that provides light and understanding on a subject that sparks debate and interest. You will learn about the roles these 144,000 play in the grand scheme of things, and how this information might change the way you perceive the future and your place in it. This investigation will offer insightful solutions to issues about your own spirituality, as well as more general biblical truths. Do you have doubts about what is ahead? Are you trying to figure out how your spiritual path fits with divine prophecy and want to know more about it? Join us as we explore the relevance of these selected people, backed by theological debates and biblical evidence, to give your perspective and serenity during these trying times. A chosen group of 144,000 people are identified in the enigmatic and frequently interpreted Book of Revelation as playing a crucial role during the end times. These figures are mentioned in Revelation 7, 1:8 and 14, 1:5, where it is said that they are from every tribe in Israel, and that each one has a forehead seal. Theologians and scholars have disagreed dramatically on how to interpret the image of the 144,000 sealed servants that appear in Revelation 7. 4 angels are seen in this verse standing at the 4 corners of the earth, preventing damage from the winds until God's servants are sealed in their foreheads. It's a powerful scene. Prior to the imposition of heavenly punishments on earth, the sealing of the 144,000 people was explained as a precautionary measure. This sealing is a divine shield, not merely a mark, against the judgments that will soon be unleashed in the end-of-the-world visions. Numerous theories for the meaning of 144,000 have been proposed throughout history. While some understand it as a literal figure signifying a particular set of people that God has chosen, others understand it as a symbolic picture of all of God's faithful people. One interpretation of the 144,000 sealed servants is that they represent a small group of steadfast believers whom God has kept safe during a period of extreme adversity. According to this interpretation, the seal serves as a symbol of heavenly ownership and protection, setting the faithful apart from the unfaithful. Their dedication to justice in the face of hardship and their allegiance to God is symbolized by the seal on their foreheads. According to another interpretation, the 144,000 symbolize the entire and ideal population of God's redeemed people, drawn from all nations and tribes. According to this reading, the reference to the 12 tribes of Israel represents how both Jews and Gentiles are a part of God's redemptive scheme. These people's identification as God's chosen people and their assured place in His reign are symbolized by their sealing. Regardless of how they are interpreted, these 144,000 are described as God's chosen slaves because of their unblemished integrity and steadfast devotion. Their position is essential. They have been given a unique task that emphasizes their significance in God's plan and the heavenly hierarchy throughout the most tumultuous periods recorded in the Bible. The 144,000 sealed ones went through the awakening procedure to start their mission on earth. They were born as regular people. The memories of these 144,000 have been wholly programmed to unlock at the appropriate moment. They will soon come clean about who they really are. They have come solely to complete this task. Some psychologists assert, however, that they won't even recall their identity. There are others who believe that as long as there is life on Earth, there will be a massive struggle between darkness and light. Since the conflict between darkness and light will always exist as long as there are humans, we're not talking about actual physical battles with bombs or military equipment. Darkness is akin to the force of evil, all things hostile, and the darkness we all harbor within. Thus, the phrase, "save the world." They will possess the ability to project a wave that will be able to defeat the forces of evil and save the world. They are here to cleanse humanity from the dark shadows that surround it, just like superheroes. They will be able to treat patients' mental, emotional, physical, and even spiritual needs, in addition to healing them on many levels. They are individuals who work in this field due to their powerful energy. If you are selected to be an agent of light, you can tell by looking at specific traits. The following behaviors indicate whether a person is among the 144,000 enlightened ones. 1. Even if you are not aware of it, you are constantly inspiring others and having a positive impact on them, helping them to accomplish their aspirations. People who unintentionally motivate and uplift others frequently have a motivational aura that comes from them. It's possible that they are unaware of the significant influence they have on people around them. These people are typically really excited about life and have a strong belief in the potential of other people, which can spread like wildfire. People who might be experiencing self-doubt or feeling trapped in their lives can find their spirits lifted and a renewed sense of purpose reawakened by their words, acts, or simply by their presence. Furthermore, these role models frequently exhibit compassion, sensitivity, and understanding. They pay close attention when others are speaking, and their words strike a deep chord with their own struggles and goals. Their influence is amplified since their sympathetic participation is a natural outgrowth of their character rather than a forced effort. They offer a helping environment where people are seen and acknowledged, which is essential for everyone trying to fulfill their aspirations. They sow the seeds of confidence and encouragement in others through these seemingly insignificant exchanges, frequently with no thought of return or recognition. Lastly, their influence can have a cascade impact that goes much beyond their small group. Every individual they motivate possesses that energy, which may motivate others. The capacity to subtly motivate others is a powerful testament to leading an honest and genuine life filled with principles and virtues. It illustrates that the most significant lasting transformations frequently result from small, persistent acts of kindness and support that strike a deep chord with people instead of from significant, showy actions. 2. You still relate to a superhero or other heroic figure as an adult. This bond frequently extends beyond simple appreciation. Instead, it shows a profound resonance with the principles and qualities that these personalities exemplify. Superheroes often serve as role models for the virtues we strive for in our own lives because of their commitment to justice and fortitude in the face of difficulty. If one is one of the 144,000, this identification may indicate an inner calling to embody heroic characteristics in everyday life, such as upholding justice, defending the weak, and encouraging others to surpass their limitations. Moreover, this identification with heroic characters might function as a mental model for individual growth. Adults who relate to superheroes may be inspired to hone their skills and apply their superpowers for the benefit of society. This can show itself in a number of ways, like volunteering in the community, taking on leadership responsibilities, or just being a reliable friend and ally when things go tough. Thus, superhero stories can provide constant motivation and direction on how to meet life's obstacles head-on with bravery and moral rectitude. Ultimately, having an affinity for superheroes might encourage a feeling of accountability and a drive to improve the world. It reaffirms the notion that one person may have a significant impact and that every one of us is essential to the larger story of humanity. 3. You find it extremely challenging to live in the face of injustice, but you're not sure how to handle it specifically. You detest unfairness. This battle frequently represents a robust internal conflict between the hope for justice in the world and emotions of helplessness or doubt about how to bring about change. This sensitivity to injustice is not only uncomfortable, it is a significant moral and spiritual challenge for someone who can accept the notion that they are one of the 144,000. A strong urge to make amends and address the inequalities you observe in the world might be sparked by an overpowering awareness of injustice and wrongdoing. On the other hand, feelings of disappointment and frustration can result from not knowing how to fight injustice effectively. It's critical to understand that this discomfort is also a signal to take action. You need to be involved in finding a solution. Participating in community activism, educating others and yourself on social concerns, and lending support to groups that advocate for justice are all concrete actions that can be in line with your spiritual goal. Furthermore, the spiritual viewpoint may imply that one must start the battle against injustice within. The groundwork for more extensive societal change can be laid by fostering characteristics like justice, honesty, and compassion in oneself. You help bring about a movement towards justice by being the change you wish to see in the world. Positive change spreads throughout communities, and possibly even the world as a result of this individual integrity, which serves as a lighthouse and encourages others to confront injustice in their own unique ways. 4. You have a knack for making others laugh, whether it's with jokes or guidance. You also value helping others. You try your hardest to make things easier for someone when you see that they need assistance. This quality isn't limited to friendliness or kindness. It's a core part of who you are, and it dramatically affects everyone in your vicinity. Your capacity to make other people smile and laugh, particularly during trying times, is a lifeline of comfort and hope. Your humor and easygoing demeanor can relieve stress and offer a much-needed reprieve from the hardships of everyday life. This establishes you as a pillar in your community and makes you a pleasure to be around. Furthermore, your innate desire to assist goes beyond offering consolation or karmic release. It encompasses valuable assistance as well. When someone is in need of help, you are frequently the first to step in and assist them, whether it be by lending a helpful hand, providing wise counsel, or just listening to their issues. This willingness to take action for others demonstrates a solid commitment to the welfare of your community and is consistent with compassion and altruism. 5. You have a deep affection for animals. You genuinely care about animals and are sensitive to the suffering we inflict upon them in order to meet our own wants. This profound compassion for animals is consistent with the values of kindness and non-violence, and it shows a broader awareness of all living things. This bond with animals is not just an affectionate one, it is an ethical position that confronts the existing quo and our social conventions around the handling of non-human life. When you embrace this viewpoint, you may find yourself advocating for improvements in the treatment of animals through individual actions, like becoming a vegetarian or vegan, donating to animal rights organizations, or spreading awareness of animal welfare concerns. Furthermore, the connection of all life can be powerfully brought to light by your love of animals. It highlights the notion that all living things have inherent worth and ought to exist without being subjected to abuse or suffering. Others may be moved by this vision to re-evaluate their own interactions with wildlife and the environment, which could result in more compassionate and environmentally friendly lifestyle choices. 6. You've gone through periods of worry and anxiety, but you don't know why. Despite being upsetting, these kinds of events occasionally form a part of a more profound spiritual or emotional journey. If you think you might be one of the 144,000, these panic and anxiety attacks might not be coincidental. Instead, they might be signs of an increased energy sensitivity or a response to the emotional and spiritual demands of your path. Feelings of oppression and anxiety may result from your increased sensitivity to the sorrow and suffering of the outside world. Furthermore, these crises can act as stimulants for individual development and self-discovery. They frequently pique your curiosity about different coping strategies and restorative techniques as you look for more profound knowledge and purpose in life. This can involve self-care techniques like meditation, counseling, spiritual guidance, or therapy that not only help manage symptoms, but also reveal the underlying causes of your fear and anxiety. These difficulties can help you develop a strong sense of empathy for those going through comparable problems, enabling you to provide support and insight based on your own experiences. Thus, Your experience with panic and anxiety can become a source of courage and empathy, enabling you to connect with people emotionally and acting as a ray of hope and fortitude for those facing comparable challenges. 7. You believe that many of your contacts need to be made aware of your goal. You feel that, although you may not know what it is, you were meant for something much more significant. However, you can't help but believe that you were meant to be something important. This feeling of a bigger, hidden purpose can be a motivating factor in your life, pushing you to grow, learn, and explore outside of your comfort zone. It's a sensation that affects your choices and the direction you decide to go in, even though you might not completely understand it yet. Even while the specifics are still unclear, this enigmatic part of your destiny frequently leaves you with a firm conviction that you have a higher purpose or a vital part to play in the greater scheme of things. Furthermore, to others who might not share or comprehend your inner drive, this sensation may come across as mysterious or even distant. While you look for the ideal approach to accomplish this mission and connect with it, it may lead to times of reflection and isolation. Finding this purpose may require spiritual inquiry, in-depth introspection, and occasionally direction from mentors or other spiritual leaders who provide light along the path. Accepting this unidentified purpose can help you live a life that is consistent with your core beliefs and goals, even if it makes you stand out from the herd. It inspires you to pursue your genuine passions and make decisions that align with your soul's purpose, rather than merely conforming to social norms. This means accepting the uncertainty and having faith that your individual destiny will play out, which can be both freeing and terrifying at the same time. If you identify with any of the criteria listed above, keep in mind that, depending on how you read it, you could be one of the 144,000 chosen members. And as previously said, these individuals are chosen from birth for a specific mission. So you could be one of the selected ones, waiting for the right moment to awaken. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, you know what to do. Thank you, my friends, and we will see you next time.